200,000. And unemployment is in the fours. And they're about to announce another 200,000 jobs for the month of December. So the economy is booming. Ryan Burrow, ABC News correspondent in Chicago. What's going on with retail? Why can't retail survive?
It is surviving, but not in the ways that we used to shop, right? The brick-and-mortar stores, not as important as they once were. We saw that huge buildup in the 80s and 90s, and today just not as many shoppers going to malls, not as many people going into stores. Why bother when you can sit in your pajamas and do the shopping online? So Sears takes another hit. Another 103 Sears and Kmart stores set to close as late as April. In fact, the liquidation of these stores is expected to begin next week. So if you've got one of these nearby, and I'm trying to see here how many are in, I know we've had some in southern Illinois that are closing. Looks like Marion has a Sears that's closing. Bourbonnais, that's closer to me. But, yeah, you can expect these stores to start closing. Mount Vernon, West Frankfort as well, also closing, in the coming days. And Sears has really struggled. They've been the one brand that for some reason still manages to exist, although it's only about a quarter of what it was just 6 years ago as far as its footprint in stores. It just was not able to survive this online trend.
You know what's interesting is Sears was sort of like the first Walmart in a sense, right? I mean, they sold everything at Sears, but Walmart seems to be surviving, and Sears and Kmart seem to be going the other way.
Yeah, Walmart has been able to try to keep pace, and they've been trying to do battle with Amazon in that digital space, and
right.
Sears just was never able to make that jump. The one thing that Sears always had going for it is it had the brands, right? Craftsman.
Yeah.
It was the place to go get hardware. It was the place to go get appliances. It was the place to also get clothing. But apparently that is not the appetite of the American consumer and hasn't been for a few years now, and slowly but surely they seem to be disappearing. Now, it is important to point out that while Sears is not completely gone at this point, that doesn't mean that it won't be in the near future. So if you've got any Sears or Kmart gift cards, now might be the time to get rid of them.
What did I hear? Macys is also closing stores?
Yeah, Macys is doing this too. All of these companies kind of saying that they're rethinking their brick-and-mortar plans and programs, so they're closing about a dozen stores nationwide. Macys isn't quite in the same category as Sears at this point, but they have struggled too to make an imprint. They've also got a lot of very high-end retail locations, whether it be in New York or Chicago or what have you, and they use these flagship stores to keep that branding in place. But that's expensive real estate right there, and if you're not churning the proper profits in that, it can really hurt the company.
Any other big box stores that are on the list that are in trouble?
Well, we're keeping our eye on Toys R Us, which filed for bankruptcy in 2017. They contend that they're going to keep their stores open, but a lot of people aren't quite as optimistic that Toys R Us will be around in the coming years. Claire's, the youth retailer as well, has really struggled. They turned a little bit of a profit in Q4, but that's another one that's been on people's hit list as a brand that could be disappearing in the near future.
Hey, did I hear Todd Manley is now the program director or general manager up there?
Yeah, he got elevated. There was a meeting. I can't remember what his title is now, but he's going to fill a void that had been open for a few months. He gets elevated, and we're all happy. We like Todd.
You do? Well, you tell Todd Manley that he was, well, actually, Todd Manley's a good guy. Does he still have that little thing underneath his lip, that little hair growth? What do you call that, soul patch thing?
Yeah. Look, I'm still employed by Todd Manley, all right? We enjoy that.
Tell Todd I said hi. Ryan Burrow,
Will
ABC
do.
News correspondent. Have a good day. Thanks, bye.